probably them respecting
Demon Kite.
Yeah. Well, it could also be because picking up a Hayabusa turns off RSG with the idea of going something like a Farsa to pair with the Atlas.
Yeah.
Their combo together. So they pick up the Hayabusa, and now RSG, though, they end up with a great pick for Aqua, the Kagura. Aqua just blew up a lot of heads in the off-season with this Kagura in the national team qualifiers in the Philippines, and even in the regular season, he was a monster on this hero.
Man, this is honestly, both drafts look amazing, and I'm not sure which one's gonna come out on top here, but I do want to say that RSG, I feel like, has a lot more potential for those big setups, especially anytime you have an Atlas on your side, right?
Yeah, these Atlas picks usually force the enemy to go Purifies, which, you know, that's a -1 flicker. And normally, I would really love the, what do you call this, the Atlas pick, but this is a different enemy that RSG is facing, man. It is just a little bit, out of the blue. This team is kind of dodgy, and this might be a problem later on, but we'll see.
Yeah, and we're not going to load up just yet, so we can talk a little bit more about the team compositions here. And like you said, Rockhart, I mean, the thing is, RSG has to rely a lot on either the setups coming out from Atlas, right? Demon Kite's a little bit safe because he is playing a tanky Baksha jungle, which is better because if you think about it on the other side, TNC, they have the Hayabusa, right? If Hayabusa has a tough game, early game, like most assassins, you're kind of at I wouldn't say a huge disadvantage, but you're kind of at a disadvantage already because of, let's say, your buffs are choked out, your space is taken in your jungle. But the one advantage is Hayabusa is probably one of the best assassins to kind of get into places or objectives and steal it with a retribution.
Like if you're, exactly. You're absolutely right. Like, it's so easy for the Haya to do that, high DPS, and also can kind of reach the Wan before he can actually proc that crossbow tank. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to be easier said than done, though. Like, ever since the shift to the meta, actually, this entire season, Hayabusa really fell out of favor. Well, one of the few heroes who got to play it well was Demon Kite. Maybe hence why the pick. However, just looking at the draft here on the side of TNC with that Hayabusa pick, they don't necessarily need to commit a shadow kill just to kill that 1-1. They can go for the Kagura. 1-1 will be enemy number 1.
Yeah.
But Kagura as well would be a great target for Hayabusa to pick up, which would be a sad story considering the lore between the Hayabusa and Kagura.
Well, why you gotta bring that in here, Renmar?
Right?
That's lore.
Come on.
Well, we talked about it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, welcome to game number 1 here. RSG versus TNC.
All right, we are seeing that Ben Pinks is doing the usual just Ben Pinks. It's a little difficult to actually stop a Baksha, but he's doing his very darndest. Try to get into that one, and the trio support, the trio bodyguard effect here from RSG. Stopped the Franco effect right there.
And that's why it was very good for RSG to start that way. Oh, that's a stun.
You want to go for it, though? SD is going to be a little bit of a bait here with Demon Kite being thrown into the mix.
Wow, the backup already, though.
Yeah, backup already ready here. And Cram, what is an Esmeralda doing here at 1 minute? You will have to ask them. This is very rare. But there you go. The Ben Pinks difference is really coming into play here.
I was going to say, he followed Naps, but then Naps gets hooked. And that's not what you want to happen, man, early on.
Absolutely.
Oh, you got to watch out when Ben Pinks has that Franco, but Ben Pinks might fall down here if he doesn't get to that Cyclone. Now he goes.
Oh, man, that is so bad right now. Again, you're seeing why Hayabusa is a little bit out of the pick here. Just so bad in the early game. And teams just know how to play with this. Like, anyone who is an experienced ranked game player who's been at like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 points knows how to play against a Hayabusa. Everyone just spams that there. And the lack of AoE in the early game just was really bad. But right there, it was way up top. But the kill came in for SD. Rebutting.
My goodness.
An instant rebuttal to what I just said.
This is literally non-stop action. We're only, 2 minutes into the game? I mean, these guys... they haven't let up at all. And now this first turtle is going to be for the taking, so I'm not really sure who's going to focus on it. This one.
We're not MPL Indonesia. What are you guys doing?
It seems like both of them now are on
They're
the
the ones
same
who-
wavelength.
Yeah, they're the ones who kill. And right now, that's exactly what these teams are doing. Turtle goes in. Demon Kai is going for the chase. Escalera doesn't really have that black shoes usable yet, and he will go down.
Oh man. Aqua.
Fast
Just
fingers
Aqua
there.
things.
Good thing he was able to cleanse that. Would have been bad. They would have forced something out of that Kagura. Now, these two teams, they can continue the pace. That's why this rotation here to the bottom side by line probably also says that Bentix might be going down. And knowing the jungler pathing rotation will mean that STZYZ might prioritize going into the gold lane. I emphasize on might, because right now STZYZ is getting purple, and he might look to actually go for a kill and dive onto Nas on the top lane instead.
This is crazy because I'm glad that you pointed that out, because Nats is at a huge disadvantage right now. He's got 2 deaths on him. Meanwhile, Cram does have those 2 assists, but he's also got that emblem there to once again help him build some of that gold here. And although, with that being said, you have to consider the strength of these 2 XP laners.
Uh-oh, Escalera might be in trouble. No more black shoes means there is no way for him to get out. Demon Kite, another kill under his belt. And I just want to point out what happened to Cram there in that matchup. Normally, the Ruts would win here, right?
Yeah.
In the early game?
Yeah, they're kind of like the counter pick to Esmeralda, right? But again, as I was saying earlier, it's those early... Oh, Nats in trouble.
That's the official sound effect right now.
He's still going.
SDZYZ, man. What is up with Ahaya? He's getting called left, right, and center. Cram is trying to make sure that he doesn't go down, and of course he won't. That's the power of that Esmeralda right there.
Great punishment play there by RSG.
Yeah, great backup by RSG. And again, like I was saying, they need to be able to buy a little bit of time here to help Naz. He did have kind of a struggle there in the early game, so that is going to help him right there. They need to continue to convert that, though. And RSG will continue to play around the map. And now the turtle.
Oh my gosh. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know where it plays. Catch your enemy by surprise. Normally, you wouldn't catch them all there in one bush, all 3 of them. But that's exactly what happened there. Another kill goes off RSG.
Aqua, Demon Kite, and Light are rotating incredibly aggressively here for RSG. The game hasn't completely gone over to the favor of RSG PH, but they are definitely the ones setting the tempo here. TNC matching that, but are finding themselves getting punished more often than not. Now, looking at the items, Corrosion side already picked up there by Nas. He actually built boots for himself, something we usually don't see 1-1s do. Most 1-1s just go full build items. They don't worry about the movement speed anymore, but that extra physical defense will help Eman survive. RSG zoned out. The bottom lane incredibly well, and now that's a tower down.
Oh, look at that. Nats again will be in trouble. A big contrast to what we saw yesterday. Bentix and Escalera are going to be fighting around mid lane. Demon Kite and Light, they're so stinky, man. I can't get these guys out of my back.
That was like a hope hook. Yeah. Like you hope you just grab something, but you've already realized that you're dead, right? So this is RSG punishing TNC for being a little bit overconfident.
They're still going. What is that? The one-man Fatal Links, exactly what I said earlier. Gets that kill. It was so easy for them, and TNC cannot peel against this.
Let's see if RSG are going to go for another one.
Another big one. Aqua hits on the yin-yang overturn, but misses. It's a fight in their tower, and no one goes down for TNC just yet. The tower in the mid will fall.
RSG. This is the injection of chaos, but it's controlled chaos. I just find it incredibly interesting how this early on action-packed filled game, it's the tank jungler with the most skills. 6-0 and 2 for Demon Kite right now.
What? I didn't notice that. 6-0-2. Light though will be in trouble. Flicker will be used. They're going to be a little bit concealed here, but Cram still spots that out. Cram is in trouble. No regeneration for your Esmeralda. He will be taken out.
Dang, dude. Did you actually see how sneaky he was with that conceal? I mean, again, you have to imagine Light is this big robot, and he's able to survive that onslaught. And again, like you guys were saying, RSG here, look at the lead that they have now, the 4.3k gold lead. They've got the kills, they've got the space. This is most likely going to be a free turtle once again. And this is Demon Kite literally playing a tank jungle like an assassin.
I don't understand as well how RSG just instantly changed up their playstyle here. But I guess it's with the comp, right?
Yes.
You have that very tanky front line. We got Demon Kai and Light, and no one can deal against it. And now, because of that, TNC is suffering.
Yeah, and at this point, RSG, they don't need to stop this. They can keep going at this pace. They went at it at this pace by raking the tower in the bottom lane. And the reason why RSG can afford to do this is because of the things that happened just a few minutes ago, with RSG being able to break the tower in the bottom lane first. And because of Demon Kite getting some quick early kills, he was able to get his tank items real quickly. Cursed Helm was the priority for him. Eman had no problem getting the items as well. Light is just absolutely feeling it today, finding targets.
Oh boy, you know it.
Information. So RSG, let's see if they can find another one again.
Again, another one started by Aqua. Another missed Yin Yang overturn. They are really hitting all of the shots that they can. Doesn't matter if it hits, doesn't matter if it misses. They don't really get punished, even if it doesn't work out.
This is the benefit, again, of having Light on the Atlas plus Demon Kite in the box here, right? The front line is there, and if one of them takes a lot of heat, the other one is there to back them up. Not only that, but you have the option to protect who you need to protect, and in that case, this is especially Emon. Once again, a 1-1 is very susceptible to taking damage, being bursted down, but has a lot of protection here for RSG. Now, what does TNC have to do here, Renmar, to, I mean, come back from this deficit they have going on?
Not get caught. Not
Easy.
get caught, because
Easy answer.
and try to find a win elsewhere in the map, which I think TNC is about to get in the bottom lane. That'll create some space for them. Yeah, at this point, with this lead, I thought Yasuo will get caught there by Navs. TNC just needs to play defensive. They can split the map with STZYZ, push the minion waves in the side lanes forward, and don't get caught. Because if you do, that will most likely be a kill or two, maybe even more than that for RSG, leading to a major objective, as the Lord is now the main objective of the game.
Again, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to not get caught here, right? When you have so many tools on RSG, now the Lord going to be for the taking here. They're setting up. Let's find out if TNC can actually do anything about this.
It really does look like it is an uphill battle here, especially since, you know, they're not, SD's not in any position to go and fight. No retribution means it's going to be a call-off, but now TNC trying to back off. Light, he flickers in, but it will be purified out. Will not be able to take one. They actually do get crammed in the end, but Light is also going to pay for that with his life.
Oh, Aqua
They're still going.
They want to re-engage. That was a nice try for the conceal play here for Bentings, but that was all flair, right? We all know they're not really in a position to kill yet.
Yeah, it's going to be too difficult. Aqua, good play there. That's going to force Yasuo back, and that will temper the attempt of TNC to take control a little bit more of their map by stopping the minion waves before they get close to the towers. Escalera is holding firm there in that mid lane. Did you guys see how fast that Atlas left base?
Actually,
It's like
he literally
2
flew.
seconds. He flew.
He literally flies.
That was
like
insane.
I'm pretty sure it's flying or hovering. He's doing one of those.
or both. I don't mind. Very itsy there, Light. Another one-man thin links, but it will be the one that matters. That's going to be an Esmeralda out. Bentings is just not that tanky, if you think about it.
This is what I'm saying, man. All they have to do, if you notice, RSG's super disciplined in just the fact of, let's find one, get it, and then back off. They're actually not overcommitting, despite them having the advantage here. Again, this is the discipline of RSG, and TNC is relying a lot here on Bentings, once again, to find hooks, because at this point, that's the only front line they have. Cram is not so far behind, but he's pretty far behind here, and he can't actually take as much damage now like usually on that Esmeralda.
Yeah. Again, it's just going to be a winning game for TNC. Light is going to have his flicker up, so the next time RSG find a good positioning or a good chance, Light is going to pull that trigger. And you were just mentioning it there, nice who Cram from that Daroth, not going to be able to survive long enough through it. Good call here by STZYZ to push up top. That'll commit some members of RSG to go there. But it seems like the minion waves will be able to handle it fine. 50 seconds before the Lord spawns. TNC trying to get a bit more control in their jungle.
Yeah, right now it's basically, I don't agree that it should be a waiting game though, like what TNC is doing. I don't really like that because you're not going to win against a lineup like this by waiting. What are you waiting for though? Are you waiting for Yasuo to get stronger, SD to get stronger? And RSG's doing that, but at a faster pace as well. So I don't know about you guys.
well, there's the benefit of having a Hayabusa there. Even if they focus on taking your purple, you can still kind of whoop and get it, right? And that
Can you
works.
say that again? Whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. Yeah.
Little sound effect there.
Lovely.
But yeah.
Oh, Nats.
Nats.
Well, good thing he backed off there. If he walked into that shrub, that probably would have been in for the escalator of RSG. Lord is up. Advantage here for RSG. Way too risky for TNC to go in there, but you did mention that just now, Naisu, they do have a Hayabusa who can just go whoop, but I don't think TNC is going to try that, and RSG will just get the Lord.
Will SD go whoop though? Nice, big question. RSG does have all these flanks, all these bushes very much covered. No room for TNC to try to do anything.
Man, this is what I was saying. Like, Cram was literally just there to give vision, right? They can't contest a Lord. Wow. The kill
Out of nowhere.
Aqua deep in enemy territory here for TNC. Gets a solo kill by himself.
Yeah.
No one even around him to help him there. And this is, again, just the scaling prowess of RSG's lineup.
Yeah, yo, cameraman, I don't blame you. Aqua just locked in the Holy Crystal, so his damage is going to be off the roof anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him.
And I'm not surprised this is happening. We did say it earlier, Aqua is one of his favorite heroes. This Kagura pickup, and TNC are feeling the wrath of it alongside everything else RG's throwing. SD
Right,
forced to use the shadow kill, but just to bring them down a little bit, that's not going to be able to secure a kill.
You see those damage on the health bars? That's not much. That's not much. I don't know about you. That's a bad sign right now for TNC, but you know what? They are going to hold true to what you said. They will hold the defense, at least for the meantime. Try to buy time for these guys. Again, very passive since minute 1.
Well, that's what I said, man. They're disciplined, and they might still be assaulting the base here or just kind of showing their colors, right? And that's the thing. Like you mentioned, how long do you have to wait for TNC, for Yasuo even to come online here on this Clint, or even SD, right? We just saw the shadow kill. There's pretty much, it tickles them. It doesn't even do much damage at all. So what is the saving grace here for TNC?
Someone in RSG messing up.
Yeah?
Again, I know this is probably something you guys hear me say a lot, but look at the lead, look at the difference in map control, look at the difference in the items. RSG are almost all fully stacked, but that window of RSG messing up is very small here, and TNC might get caught.
TNC right now, what the heck was that? Ben Things doing just Ben Things. Look under the tower, might be the opening that they get, but it is still a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I mean, so they get rid of light. That might actually be a good advantage, but they're losing a lot of, like, the magic damage from Escalera, right? So now, RSG can assault the base.
Yeah, Demon Kai wants to look for that opening. No minions going to be present. Are they there? There you go. There goes the next wave. Flickering by Aqua with the very risky yin-yang overturn. But I think he's the one who's going to get caught by that. But that buys time for the flight of Evan. And that will actually just be one more kill. That's a pretty good defense for TNC still, if I do say so myself.
It is. SD. I don't know if you... I mean, again, it was a good defense by TNC, but you could just see, even with RSG's disadvantage there, they're still willing to go because they know that they have a big advantage over TNC.
And now, TNC Pro Team, we're probably going to be seeing them split the map a bit more. The Lord is just about to spawn. Let's see if they're going to try to do the same thing they did earlier, wherein they gave RSG Lord. But because the next Lord will probably be the end of the game, or a good chance it might be, looks like TNC have their eyes set on contesting it. Good positioning by Nats. SDZ-wise, he can't even get close to the Lord pit. TNC are just going to wait here and see if they can find a catch.
It's just going to be a free Lord, man.
It's free Lord. And you know what I'm looking for? Just more pain from the Lilia, from Escalera. You want that burn damage, you want that slow.
Wow.
But looks like it's going to be Nats going in for a very aggressive Abysm strike here. Gonna get chased off in the rest. Yasuo is the one who's going to get punished. Bentings might be next. Nats will be diving alongside Demon Kite. Nats has that immortality. He is not scared at all. Escalera might be in trouble. Evan, he wants to go for that fight. Avoid that damage. It's going to be 4 down. Krabs all alone. His flight, he's frozen, but will not be enough to save him. The TNC will fall. It's a wipeout, and that's going to be game 1.
Man, oh man, what a clean finish here from RSG. Actually, let's just say it was